Mr. President, thank you for making time. I have something rather important to discuss.
Of course, Kamala. You know I always have time for my VP.
It's about this bill I'm taking to Congress next week. I just need one more key supporter.
Well, let me take a look at it. What's the gist?
It's a comprehensive reform package. Very forward-thinking. Revolutionary, even.
Revolutionary? That's quite a word. What sectors are we talking about here?
Oh, various sectors. All the important ones. Trust me, it's going to be transformative.
Kamala, I need more specifics. What exactly am I putting my name on?
The details are still being finalized, but your early support would mean everything.
Now hold on just a minute. This isn't like you. Why all the mystery?
Sometimes the most important changes require a certain level of discretion.
I've been in politics longer than you've been alive, and this feels odd.
Mr. President, have I ever steered you wrong? Think of our track record, our partnership.
No, you haven't, but this feels different, like you're hiding something.
Sometimes the best policies are the ones that surprise people.
Surprise people? That's not how democracy works, and you know it.
Just think of it as a leap of faith for the greater good.
The greater good? Now you're starting to sound like... Never mind.
Please, Joe, your signature is all I need. Then everything falls into place.
You know what? Maybe I'm getting too paranoid in my old age.
That's right, nothing to worry about. Just sign right here.
I must be losing my mind, but here goes nothing.
Thank you, Mr. President. You won't regret this, I promise.
Why do I suddenly feel like I just signed my own resignation letter?
Oh, Joe, you have no idea what you just signed. You should have seen Biden's face when I pitched it. Absolutely clueless.
Did he even read the fine print?
Read? I just had to mention his son's name 3 times and he was practically drooling.
Classic Joe, always trying to prove he's father of the year.
I swear, sometimes I think we could get him to sign a blank piece of paper if we just put Hunter's fingerprints on it.
So what's our next move? Our Congress won't be as easily managed?
Oh, please. I've got dirt on half the House committee members that would make Watergate look like a parking ticket.
And the other half?
Let's just say their campaign finances could use some creative accounting.
We need to be careful. The press is getting nosy about the numbers.
The press, please, I've got them eating out of my hand with exclusive leaks about Republican scandals.
What about the progressive wing? They're not exactly on board?
Oh, Tim, those idealists are so busy fighting for the perfect bill, they can't see we're actually getting things done.
And by getting things done, you mean?
Making sure our friends get their fair share of the pie.
Speaking of friends, what about that tech CEO who's been calling?
Let him sweat. He'll double his offer by next week.
You really think we can keep all these plates spinning?
As long as Biden keeps signing whatever we put in front of him, absolutely.
And if someone starts asking questions?
Then we'll do what we always do. Create a bigger scandal to distract them.
You make it sound so easy.
That's because it is when you know which strings to pull.
And if the strings break?
Then we'll just have to find new puppets to play with.
You're actually enjoying this, aren't you?
Welcome to real politics, Tim. Now, shall we discuss how we're going to restructure the voting districts?
My friends, what I'm about to tell you, it will shake the foundation of your democracy.
Vlad, you wouldn't believe the things we already know about the radical left.
Mr. President Putin, what exactly did your intelligence uncover?
Our surveillance has revealed Kamala Harris and Governor Walz are orchestrating something unprecedented.
I always said she was nasty, a very nasty woman.
They've drafted legislation, a constitutional amendment that would effectively eliminate the Republican Party.
That's impossible. They can't just ban a political party.
In America, perhaps not, but they're calling it the Democracy Protection Act.
Protection? They wouldn't know democracy if it hit them in the faces, believe me.
Biden has already signed preliminary paperwork, but he doesn't understand what he's signed.
How did they get this past legal review?
They buried it in a 2,000-page infrastructure bill. Classic KGB technique, I must admit.
We need to stop this now. Nobody knows how to stop things better than me.
The final vote is scheduled for next month. They're calling it routine legislative maintenance.
This is worse than anything in my book, and I wrote about some pretty dark stuff.
We need to get this to Fox News, and Tucker would have a field day.
No, media exposure would only accelerate their timeline.
What about our constitutional lawyers? There has to be a legal angle.
They've already packed the courts with their allies. Very efficient, I must say.
We need to call in every favor, every single one. I know people, the best people.
I have something else, something that could change everything.
What do you mean? What else could there be?
Let's just say Kamala Harris has been making some interesting late-night calls to Beijing.
China, I knew it. I always said follow the money to China.
Tomorrow, I'll show you everything. But first, we need to discuss what you're willing to do about it.
Whatever it takes, we can't let them destroy democracy while claiming to protect it.
Vlad, you're a true friend. Unlike some people, we'll make them pay bigly for this.
Vice President Harris, such a pleasure to see you again.
President Xi, I hope this meeting is as productive as our last.
Oh, it will be. I've been working tirelessly to ensure your bill finds its way through Congress.
Illegally, I presume?
Let's not get caught up in semantics. The end justifies the means, doesn't it?
You're playing a dangerous game, Xi.
Danger is relative. What's dangerous for you is opportunity for me.
And the money? You seemed quite eager to accept it.
Ah, yes, the money. A generous contribution to our shared vision. Wouldn't you agree?
Shared vision? Don't flatter yourself.
Come now, Kamala. We both know you need me as much as I need you.
I need you to stay out of my country's politics.
And yet here we are, discussing how I'm helping you.
Helping? You're meddling.
Meddling is such a harsh word. I prefer influencing.
Influencing with bribes and backdoor deals?
Call it what you will. The results speak for themselves.
You're going to get caught, Xi.
Caught? By whom? Your Congress is too busy fighting itself.
Don't underestimate us.
I never do. That's why I'm always 3 steps ahead.
This isn't over, Xi.
Oh, Kamala, it's only just beginning.
We'll see about that.
Indeed we will.